Welcome to 2 Minutes to Midnight, a very short history of automation. We're doing something a bit different this time around.
Look out below!
Hugo, you nearly killed me.
Sorry, David.
Well, you may as well introduce yourself. Go on.
Hi, everyone. I'm Hugo from Sweden. Sorry about the hammer, David.
No worries, mate. You know, these elaborate sets aren't really necessary for an audio podcast.
But they really help you get in the mood, don't you think?
All right, carry on.
This is ridiculous. My skirt for the Luddite sketch is way too tight.
Natalie,
David, have you seen the seamstress? I can barely breathe.
care to say hello to everyone?
Oh, I didn't realize we were on the air. Hi there, I'm Natalie from Los Angeles, California.
And you look marvelous, but we really don't have to be in full costume.
Natalie, I see the seamstress. She's headed towards the palace set.
I'll see you later, darling. Seamstress! Oh, seamstress!
As I was saying, we've decided to do something a little different and present this week's selection from Chapter 2 of People Get Ready.
David, can I run something by you?
Yes, Alistair. What's up?
Well, I'm working on my Michigan accent for the poolside sketch. How does this sound to you? Hey, hun, get those kids in the house.
Okay. Give it to me again.
Hey, hun, get those kids in the house.
Right. So, you're from the London part of Michigan, right?
What do you mean?
Everyone, this is Alistair.
Hi all, Alistair from Bath, England here. Hey, hun. Oh, honey.
And I'm David from London. And this episode is inspired by Chapter 2 of People Get Ready, a jobless economy. Welcome to a very short history of automation.
Technology is a tool of the capitalist arsenal. Unlike workers, machines do not expect a paycheck, overtime, or respect. The 0.1% agree the bottom line of technology is to increase efficiency at the cost of the dear employee. Does a machine get sick? No! Or turn Bolshevik?
Yes!
Or moan about a low wage? Ask for pensions in old age. The capitalist dream is creative destruction.
Hey, Dave. I'm almost done with this construction.
What it all boils down to is this: a world without labor for some sounds like bliss, and it's all solved with a big high-tech French kiss.
Oh boy. Guys, I'm having issues with my mic. Technology sometimes. It really sucks.
David, I never pegged you for a Luddite.
I think Natalie is referring to the early 19th century movement in England of people who weren't too thrilled about the advent of machines that would change society as they knew it.
And thanks for the transition, Hugo. England, 1810.
Ah, master. How did the ribbon cutting go at the mill?
Very well, very well. Bonnie, the bag, is my large bag handy?
An overnight, sir?
Well, more of just grab as much as you can and fill it up, if you please.
Yes, sir.
And load the cart too, the paintings, the candlesticks.
Is something the matter, sir? Is everything well with the new factory and all the new fancy loom machines?
Oh, yes, the new loom machines. We'll leave those to the fancy new managers to oversee. Let's pick up the pace now, Bonnie. We can chit-chat later.
I'd love to see the new machinery at the mill before we go.
Yes, that isn't happening. Let's pack the pack. Oh, On second thought, Bonnie, old girl, toss a few items in the bag, toothbrush, floss, and I'll be on my way.
Is that a mob of irate workers feared of being put out of work by your loom, sir?
Very astute, Bonnie. Give me the toothbrush. I'm off. See you soon.
Bye, master.
"1930, the Bloomsbury district of London."
Virginia, darling, what is it?
Leonard Wolfe, it's Friday evening, and here we all are writing away as if it was Monday morning. You're working on your Politica Principia as usual. And you, Lytton?
A rather insightful essay on James Boswell, if I may say so myself.
And what of you, Mr. Keynes?
Yes, this is a treatise on money.
Oh, yes, well, your world-changing economic treatise and my waves can rest for 1 hour. We are going to play a game.
Are we? Can I finish this section first?
You certainly may not. We will now begin with charades.
Aha, lovely. My pen is down.
Mr. Boswell, you must await my return.
Mr. Keynes.
Just finishing a thought.
John Maynard. I'll go first. Are we ready?
Yes.
Already, yeah?
4 words. A first word.
Pointing. Pointing out the window. No, just pointing.
Could it be unemployment due to technological innovation?
Mr. Keynes, please concentrate on the game.
All right, we are moving to the second word. Something large.
Oh, what's this? A tiger.
Yes! Well done, Strachey.
Sounds like tiger. Related to tiger. The home of tigers.
Good man.
Oh. Technological innovation leads to economizing on the use of labor.
Oh, really?
India. Bengal tiger, India.
On the nose. India.
Third word. Sipping.
Tea. Perfectly obvious now.
No, I've got it. Technological innovation leads to economizing on the use of labor, which outruns the pace at which we find new uses for labor.
Keynes, you are impossible.
East India Tea Company.
Excellent, Leonard.
Well played, Virginia.
Thank you, dear. I think Keynes should go next.
I can give it a go.
What is that?
22 words.
Might it be technological innovation leads to economizing on the use of labor, which outruns the pace at which we find new uses for labor?
Really, old chap. Give it a rest.
So, if I understand you, a GPT is a general purpose technology.
Why, that is absolutely correct.
It's not your run-of-the-mill technological innovation, or even a major product invention.
No, sir, it is not.
Can you give me an example, sir?
Look around you. Look at that great paddle wheel splashing through the Mississippi.
Indeed.
Now there is a GPT for you, sir. Steam power.
I see.
Or railroads.
The Great Plains rushing by as we speed down the track.
Space and time condense.
Invigorating. Would you mind if we go inside the train?
If you insist.
Now that you've explained general purpose technology so eloquently, can I take a crack at it?
I'm all ears.
Well, you got your electricity,
Absolutely. Hey, watch your head.
you got its assembly line.
That's right. And here comes the motor block.
Right on time. That's the internal combustion engine.
And now, a well-deserved lunch.
Extreme. The threat and promise of laborless machines is closer than ever. The 1950s.
Welcome to San Francisco's own Six Gallery. We have a sublime night ahead of us. Allen Ginsberg is here to perform his new poem. But let's start with a young, fresh trio to begin tonight's festivities.
From a book by Kurt Vonnegut, Player piano.
Don't you see, Doctor, said Lasher. The machines are to practically everybody what the white men were to the Indians. People are finding that because of the way the machines are changing the world, more and more of their old values don't apply anymore. People have no choice but to become second-rate machines themselves, or wards of the machines.
The Sane Society by Erich Fromm. Is not the mode of work in itself an
Essential element.
informing a person's
Character.
does completely
Automized work.
not lead to a completely
Automized life.
Player piano. What do you expect? He said. For generations, they've been built up to worship competition and the market, productivity and economic usefulness, and the envy of their fellow man.
And boom!
It's all yanked out from under them. They can't participate, can't be useful anymore. Their whole culture's been shot to hell.
Bertrand Russell. Are human beings necessary? We shall have to change some of the fundamental assumptions upon which the world has been run ever since the beginning of civilization.
Those who live by electronics die by electronics.
Coming soon to a neighborhood near you. 1955. The U.S. Congress holds hearings on automation and technological change.
Will new jobs be created as rapidly as the rate of the displacement of workers?
1957. The International Labor Office convenes a conference dedicated to automation and employment.
What's to be done with millions of unemployed misfits with no way to share the benefits of increased productivity?
Will they remain totally unemployed? Or will they provide a low-wage labor force for marginal, substandard, and exploitative industries?
1958. The UN Education, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, publishes a journal on the social consequences of automation.
The automated machine is the precise economic equivalent of slave labor.
Any labor which competes with slave labor must accept the economic conditions of slave labor.
The coming unemployment situation will make the depression of the 1930s seem like a walk in the park.
The 1960s.
Thanks, Bobby. Bobby Mack and the Swingers, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you, Ralph. Thanks, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a topic on everyone's mind these days. And we're about to hop on the bandwagon. That's right, it's automation.
Are the robots coming for your job, Ralph?
Ooh, remember who writes your check, Bobby?
As long as it clears, Ralph.
Now, we have an all-star panel for you tonight. Young activist Tom Hayden, whose visionary manifesto, the Port Huron Statement, is the talk of the town.
Nice to be here, Ralph.
Nobel Prize winner Linus Pauling. Welcome, Linus.
Oh, thanks for having me, Ralph.
And to spice up the proceedings, it's the inimitable Groucho Marx.
Don't look now, but there's one man too many in this room, and I think it's you.
Oh, Groucho. Tom, your report gives considerable attention to automation. What's your take on the robots?
Ralph, the thing is that automation is destroying whole categories of work. On the other hand, this computing revolution could actually help people around the world rise from their knees. The catch is that an economic utopia is impossible in a system like ours with elitist control. The problem is that automation is only used for its profitability.
Why, a 4-year-old child could understand this report. Run out and find me a 4-year-old child. I can't make head or tail of it.
Dr. Pauling, You recently signed a memorandum to President Johnson that says the main challenges to human society are human rights, militarism, and what you call the cyber nation revolution. What's your concern?
Well, Ralph, one of our concerns is that as machines take over production, the people who are displaced become dependent on minimal government measures when we have the productive capacity to supply the needs of every single person in the United States. Well, the whole world, really.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special guest to wrap up the show. Reverend Doctor, what are your thoughts on automation?
Through our scientific and technological genius, we have made of this world a neighborhood. And now, through our moral and ethical commitment, we must make of it a brotherhood. We must all learn to live together as brothers, or we will all perish together as fools. This is what we must see now.
Thank you, Dr. King. And now we're going to move on to some more music from the Swingers.
Doris, would you control your kids?
Children, come inside and play.
Your drinks, gentlemen and lady.
Sorry about the hullabaloo, people.
No.
Well, let's get to it. President Johnson is expecting this report on technology, automation, and economic progress this week. I, Walter Reuther, President of the United Auto Workers. Thank you. Let's start with the head count. Thomas Watson, Chairman of IBM.
Here, Walter.
The illustrious inventor of the Polaroid camera, Edwin Land.
At your service.
And the little lady of the group, Anna Rosenberg.
President Walter.
Now to business. We four have been selected to finalize this report.
Before we begin, Walter.
Thomas?
Well, you see, I was wondering...
Yes, Thomas?
Before leaving home, my wife found a cigarette in my son's room. A marijuana cigarette.
Mm-hmm. And?
Well, should we light it up?
Oh, yes, let's.
Just don't let the wife see. Okay, down to business.
Here you go, Walter.
Anna?
Thank you, Walter.
As I was saying, any final items for amendment?
Well, Walt, now that I think about
Tom?
it... Thanks, Ed. Doesn't the technological threat to employment remind you of President Roosevelt's proposed Employment Act of 1946? A job for all those able, willing, and seeking to do work. I mean, why shouldn't the government be the employer of last resort? Provide work for the hardcore unemployed?
Useful community enterprises. What a novel idea.
You think we should put that in the report?
I mean, what the heck?
All right, I'll pencil it in.
While we're at it, what if we add something about how new technology should be used to improve healthcare, transportation, housing, battle air pollution, water pollution? I'm talking about a massive expansion of spending on vital infrastructure and cleaning the environment.
Thinking big, Ed. I like it.
Oh, Eddie, you deserve this.
Thanks, Anna.
What about this? Let's include a proviso that states public education should provide disadvantaged communities the wherewithal to participate at the same level as privileged sectors.
Yeah. And why not improve public education overall?
Reschooling through grade 14.
Slow down. I'm trying to get this all down. And Tom, you are bogarting that joint.
Sorry, Walter. Here you go. Do we have room for one more idea?
Okay.
What if this report urges the use of automation? You know what? Never mind.
Oh, come on.
Spit it out, Tom.
All right. What if the report urges the use of automation to to humanize the workplace.
Oh,
Good
Tom.
one.
We could use new technologies to make the work experience more rewarding for the worker.
Reward the workers. Got
Walter!
it. Put down the joint. Put it down. Yes, dear.
Lunch is served, dear.
We're on our way, honey bun.
So you're gonna hand this report to President Johnson, right?
Well, I'm told this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, right?
Eddie, save the roach.
Oh, will do.
And now, another episode of As the World Spins.
I'm begging you, Megan. Don't leave me.
You're all washed up, Arnold. You're a has-been.
How can you say that to me? After all the years we've been together.
Exactly. All of the years of your whining and crying about automation. Oh, it's coming to take our jobs. It's right around the bend. Get ready. Well, Arnold, it's 1980, and I don't see any robots, do you? People are working. Even the unions are happy.
But Megan, honey, it's all happening. It's just not so visible at the moment.
Bonjour, mon chéri.
Don't do this to us, Megan. Think of the kids.
So this is Arnold, the famous Arnold, the Los Angeles Ledite.
Look, buddy, this is none of your beeswax.
As a matter of fact, it is my beeswax, Twap. Technology is what we need to keep up with the Orient. It is the way to modernize our workforce. It's a way to make the do, re, mi. Isn't that right, baby?
Oh, Donnie.
Don't be sucked in by his glitz, Megan.
Listen, little man. Technology is mon ami, and it's here to stay.
And we've gotta go.
Au revoir, Arnold.
Megan, please.
C'est la vie, Arnold.
Come here, mon chéri.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
Goodbye, Megan.
In the coming decades on As the World Spins, digital communications hit the big time. Digital entrepreneurs take over the spotlight and the economy.
Megan, I wasn't wrong. My timing was just a little off. Megan! Spicy.
Hey guys,
Exactly.
what's going on?
Oh, hey, David. We were just reminiscing.
Really? And what would you Gen Zers be reminiscing about?
Our early tech stories.
Sounds like fun. Can I join in?
Please. It's your turn, Hugo.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I was a bit of an early adopter.
Ooh.
My earliest memory is of storybooks.
Oh, me too. Mine is being read to by my mom.
Well, actually, it was Harry Potter on Audible.
Okay.
At the age of 2, my dad would sit me on his lap and let me write out emails.
Oh, baby Alistair writing his first email.
Speaking of technology, things have changed so much, so quickly. In 1960, one person could run 5 automated looms, but by 2014, it was up to 100.
Ah, interesting. Okay, your turn, Natalie.
Well, I remember being in daycare, and while the other kids were napping, I'd pull out my 2004 Apple laptop and make stickers in Photoshop.
I remember my first MySpace page when I must have been about 5 or 6. I built up quite the community before I was even 8.
Speaking of great communities, did you know Kodak went from 145,000 workers to 7,000 in just 25 years? They were done in by Instagram and their whopping staff of 13 employees.
Kind of a downer, David. By the time I was 6, I'd be under my covers at night searching Google for new bands to listen to on LimeWire. I always dreamt of being around in the days of Napster.
I remember the first time I Skyped.
First time playing World of Warcraft.
My first Farmville farm.
My first iPhone at the age of 5.
Ugh, kids today just do not appreciate the intimate experience of new tech.
They take it all for granted.
Don't you just want to shake them and wake them up?
Yeah, something like that.
Hello, I'm Gordon Moore. You may remember me as the computer engineer who founded Intel, or my name may come to mind when you think of Law. Law? Yes, that's right, Moore's Law. Welcome to Moore's Theatre. Today, we illustrate my law with a parable that takes us back to 6th century India. But first, let's recap my law, shall we? It's simple, yet precise. Succinct, yet prescient. I could go on. It was in 1965 when I predicted that the computing power in an integrated circuit would double every 2 years. What does this mean? You'll soon find out. Today we illustrate my law in a journey to ancient India. Yes, come with me. Right this way. Roll the film, please.
This game of chess is wonderful. I love it. Look at the horses, the towers, the pawns obeying my every command. What else is new? And of course, the most important piece, the king. I love the king. I am the king. The king, c'est moi. All of you, protect the king.
Yes, Your Highness. It is quite the game.
Prime Minister?
Yes, Your Rajaness. I serve and obey.
Yes. Yes, you do. Did you notice there's no Prime Minister piece on the board? There's a king, but no Prime Minister. Sorry, not sorry.
Yes, your rainbow of realization.
Primo, we must reward the inventor of this wonderful new waste of time.
Exceedingly generous as always, Your Highness.
Bring me the inventor of chess.
24 hours later. This is Gordon Moore. I'm the narrator now.
Your rare Rajaness.
One moment, PM, while I complete this picture.
Your crayons seem to be falling off the table, sire.
Yes, well, pick them up.
Of course, exalted sovereign. Oh, the inventor of chess has arrived.
Aha! Wonderful. Coloring the froggy on the lily pad will have to wait. Bring me the inventor of chess.
Oh, blessed and blissful savior. May I introduce the inventor of chess?
What?
He's a bit scruffy, isn't he?
You should have seen him before we bathed him, your worshipfulness.
Well then, oh inventor of the marvelous game of chess, I sing praises to your brilliance. The game of chess is peerless in its strategic implications and beauty.
Yeah, pretty good, innit? You got a bucket, Andy? I'm a bit phlegmy from the mangoes I've been sucking down in the waiting room.
You, a spittoon.
Oh, that's much better. Now, where were we?
Yes. Well, we wish to reward you for this magnificent game. Choose your reward.
What? Anything?
Anything you wish.
You're shitting me.
His graciousness is not shitting you.
Okay. How about this? I'd like 1 grain of rice, doubled for every one of the 64 squares on the chessboard. So that's 1 on the first square, 2 on the second, 4 on the third, and so on and so forth, up until 64. Got it?
Is that all?
Yeah, that's it. That'll do.
Very well. We decree that the inventor of chess shall be rewarded with rice for each of the 64 squares on the chessboard.
Bring the royal abacus.
The royal abacus.
The royal abacus. The royal abacus. The royal abacus.
The royal abacus. Royal abacus, Prime Minister.
Don't say. Give me that. Now let's see. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Oh, yikes. What the? Your peerless preciousness, may I have a word?
All sorted, my little preemie. Shall we call a card for the inventor's rice?
That's going to be quite a card, your enlightened exquisiteness.
What is it?
Well, your illustriousness. There are 64 squares on the board. In 20 squares, we're up to 1 million grains. By square 30, it's 1 billion grains. Halfway through the board, we hit 4 billion, which is a large field. A very large field. When we get to the 64 square, the number is, holy macaroni, 18 quintillion, which is far more rice than has ever been produced in all known history.
A lot of rice indeed. And you owe me.
Ah, I see. Kill him.
What?
Put the abacus down. Prime Minister, put it down and chop off his head.
Wait.
Thank you.
Just fill up the card and I'll be on my way.
No one likes a smarty pants.
Come on, I was just playing. Showing off.
I think you call that checkmate. Is that right? Now, where are my crayons?
Here they are, your colourful
Just hold
potentate.
on, man.
Very good.
Do whatever you want.
I
Just
think
hold my-
peach for the froggy.
A wise selection, your radiant receptacle.
Now that was eye-opening, wasn't it? What lessons have we learned today? Let's take a look at the graph. Here we see a line that represents the theoretical growth of computing power starting in 1984 and going into the future. Imagine a little train riding this line. It leaves the station in 1984, chugging along happily on a flat track. The years go by, 1984, 85, 86, through the 90s and the noughts, nice and flat. Choo-choo! Now, our little engine arrives in 2013 and the line that represents the growth of computing power begins to rise. Just a little bit, but that's no problem. Toot toot! But by 2017, the line suddenly shoots up into the sky. The little train backs up and pours on steam, but it's no use. He climbs that vertical curve for a moment and then boom! Comes crashing down, exploding into 1 million smithereens, killing everyone on board. And that's Moore's Law. Things get weird on the second half of the chessboard. This has been Moore's Theatre. Next week, we journey into the Cambrian Age. Here's a preview.
Hi, I'm Freddy the Trilobite. 540 million years ago, life underwent an astonishingly rapid diversification. This was the Cambrian Age. It was a short spurt of time that was crucial to the development of all life on Earth.
Hi, I'm Myron the Robot. Today, breakthroughs in robotic and computing power are the new Cambrian Age. We're at the start of a maelstrom of change that is completely under the radar. Good luck with that.
Thanks for joining us for this journey through the history of automation. There's much more to come, so join us next week.
2 minutes to midnight.
A very short history of automation.
It's brought to you by Catalysta.
Today's show was audio engineered and edited by Rin Jorgensen. The song A Big Wet Tech French Kiss was composed by Brian Madigan and orchestrated by Ken Wiseman. Our theme music is by Aaron Crouch. The producer is Ed Goldberg. If you like the show, please subscribe to Catalysta on Patreon.
And follow us on your favorite podcast platform. I'm Hugo Nordstrom.
My name is David Allen.
This is Alistair Davey.
And I'm Natalie Ruxton. See you soon.
Oh, before we go, guys, I have something for you all.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Crowbars with our names engraved.
You need help tearing down these sets, don't you?
Yeah, but drinks are on me.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, you guys really are the best.
Next time, no sets, Hugo.
But they sure got us in the mood, didn't they?
Yeah, definitely put me in some kind of...
I liked them. I thought it was good, Hugo. I appreciate it.
I don't know. It didn't really have my American accent until I did
Was it
it.
immersive?
That was so pretty bad.